In this episode of Learning Strategies, we're going to look at the Jigsaw Strategy. This method is an active learning strategy that engages students in peer learning while also developing teamwork skills. Let's see how it works. First, the instructor introduces a topic. This topic should be one that can easily be divided into subtopics. Next, the class is divided into groups, comprised of approximately 3 to 5 students. These are called home groups. Within each home group, each student is assigned a specific subtopic. Individual students will serve as the home group's expert on their own subtopic. Individuals are then given a short time in class to research their topics. Alternately, this work could be assigned for students to perform outside of class. The jigsaw begins as students leave their home groups and gather together in expert groups. These are groups where each member has the same assigned area of expertise. Here, students share what they've learned about their subtopic and answer questions posed by the instructor. The jigsaw is completed as students return to their home groups, where each one shares his or her own expertise. Let's see the jigsaw method applied in a real-world setting.
We're going to do an activity called Jigsaw. It is a collaborative learning activity. And in this collaborative learning activity, let me tell you how it works first. Jigsaw activity. What we will have is base groups of 6. Each person in the group takes one level of Bloom's taxonomy. The next thing is that all the people with the same level will meet. We'll have all the 1s meet here, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s. What you will do is you will learn the level, you will decide how to teach it back to your base group. So what we've done with this jigsaw is your puzzle is the base group, we've taken it apart, you go to your separate groups, then you come back to your base group and teach them your part. All right, let's have all the 1s meet up here, the 2s here, the 3s here, 4, 5, and 6s.
Yeah, we're not looking at really kind of any understanding, just as far as...
Just memorization.
Yeah, memorization.
And why is that your...
And able to defend it, able to give...
Xerox it or
Right.
copy it or whatever, then you just...
Right. That's what I have to say why it's good, why it's bad, and give your opinions.
Group.
In a very limited amount of time.
We got to teach them what this is.
Yes.
Is that right? So we just teach them what it is.
All right, what I'd like you to do now is go back to your base groups and take just a very short amount of time and teach them the one that you learned.
Explain graphs, explain figures in a...
But why would you compare them in the first place?
Yeah, and the analysis of the relationship between them.
Perfect. A lot of things, you look at identification.
Based on what you know and what you understood.
All right, I'd like everybody to stop now, please. Okay, what you have just participated in is a collaborative learning activity called Jigsaw. And this was it was a quick one. You can do this in your classes where the students have maybe an overnight or they have a week to research whatever it was. We just did this very quickly in here. But the students could have a week to research it. They could do some in-depth research and come back to class and teach each person in the group that particular skill. So rather than me standing here and telling you that and giving you all the examples, I actually made you do the work, which made you involved. You had to write things down, you had to listen, and you had to communicate. So it's a much better activity. So you all did a very good job, and now you can get back to where you were sitting.
Let's review. First, the instructor introduces a topic. This topic is then divided into several subtopics. Next, the class is divided into groups called home groups. Within each home group, each student is assigned a specific subtopic. After a brief time of research, students leave their home groups and gather together in expert groups, where they share together what they've learned about their subtopic. The jigsaw is completed as students return to their home groups, where each one shares from his or her area of expertise. And that's the Jigsaw Strategy. For more information on learning strategies, visit the Innovation in Learning Center at the University of South Alabama.